And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color.
Alright, y'all, it's at 10:30. God, it's at 10:30. Mom is at grandma's right now. Actually, so is Michaela. She get to dear. Going to work this morning. So, she's not at work right now. They're, going to grandma's groceries, get them cut a rental car or whatever. And I'm on what leftover dirty rice last night. No changes. My shot has kicked my butt this week. I'm just not feeling the best. So, I'm gonna eat some dirty rice. And I don't know if I know what it is, but Grandma also has a doctor's appointment today, so. And I also have a primary care appointment at 9 in the morning to get my Ozempic and Valiant and 3-star medicine refilled. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. Well, crazy end of the week. Also fun this weekend. So yeah. Some Fabler Lights videos. I got a lot of them to catch up on, so yeah, that's mainly what I'll be watching today, probably.
Even while you weren't doing well, you did it well. When you weren't being checked in on, you still checked in. You were down and kept everything afloat. As if the harder you sunk, the more strength you had. You weren't feeling happy, but you still sent the happy birthday text. You didn't want to get out of bed, but you still made the bed after you did. While everything was its heaviest, you made it look and feel as light as a feather because that is who you are and that is what you do. Even when you weren't fine, you said you were. When you wanted to stop, you kept going. You felt like you'd never catch up, and then you did. So just in case you felt invisible while you carried the weight of all the times you weren't doing well, it did not go unnoticed that you kept the world spinning for everyone else. Even when you didn't have a hand to spare to give it one more turn so it wouldn't stop completely. Using whatever you could to keep the momentum up. Because even when you're not doing well, you do everything well. And even on your bad days, everyone around you is better off because you're there. And if all those things that you remember to do, even while you're feeling forgotten, they are not lost on the people that you keep the world spinning for every single day. But just like a globe that sits on a desk, you can leave it for a moment if you need to. Shut off the lights and step away for a little while. It'll be there when you get back, ready for you to get it spinning again, in the way that, even when you're not feeling your best, you do best.
To get through it, you have to go through it. You can't skip the hard parts. You can't skip the pain. You can't pretend like you're fine when you're not. And you can't hide from things that are weighing you down. You want peace and you want healing, but you can't get there without going through it first. You have to feel the weight, feel the hurt, feel the days when you're so tired you think you'll never get back up. But that's where you find your strength. It's not in the easy moments. It's not in the days when everything falls into place. It's in the moments when you're crawling forward, when every step feels like a battle, but you keep moving anyway. You don't get to the other side of pain without standing in it first, without allowing yourself to be broken and then choosing to pick back up the pieces. And sure, it's messy. It's exhausting, but it's also where the magic happens. Because after the storm, when you're finally standing in the light, you'll realize that you've grown. You'll realize that every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt was just preparing you for this. So no, you can't skip the hard parts, but you can get through them. And when you do, you'll be stronger than you ever thought possible.
Okay, so it's 1:12. They're supposed to pick the rental car up at 1, but now they can't pick it until 5:30. So we're going to take Grandma to the doctor. They might come home after take Grandma home. They might come back here before they go pick the rental car up at 5:30. I don't know. I told Mom to just let me know. She said she would. So that's an update on everything. I don't know.
I lost the weight. The kind you can measure. The kind people comment on. The kind that makes clothes fit different and old pictures feel unrecognizable. And everyone noticed. They told me I look amazing, that I was glowing, that I must feel so much better now. But what no one saw was the weight I was still carrying in my mind. The habits I hadn't unlearned. The guilt that still showed up every time I ate something I used to restrict. The way I still pinched my stomach in the mirror, even though it was smaller. The way I still felt like I wasn't enough. Because here's what they don't tell you. Losing weight doesn't heal body image. It doesn't fix the voice in your head that spent years calling you names. It doesn't erase the shame you wrapped around yourself like a second skin. I thought smaller would mean happier, but all it really meant was now I had new rules to follow. New fears of gaining it back. New pressure to keep it up. And for a while I didn't feel free. I just felt smaller. But I've started learning that healing isn't about numbers. That strength has nothing to do with size. That confidence isn't built in calorie deficits. It's built in the moments you choose peace over punishment. Self-trust over control, compassion over criticism. So yes, I lost the weight, but the part I'm proud of now is the part no one could see. The part where I stopped trying to hate myself into loving myself. That's the real weight I'm letting go of, and it's the heaviest one I've ever carried. I've been thinking a lot about the word family, how it used to mean something simple, a house, a few people, somewhere you had to be for holidays. But the older I get, the more layered it feels. Family isn't always the people you came from. Sometimes it's the people who stay. The ones who meet you where you are. The ones who witness your hardest days and don't pull away. I've learned that love doesn't always show up in grand gestures or perfect timing. Sometimes it's quiet. A forehead kiss in the middle of chaos. A ride when you didn't know how to ask for help. A message that simply says, just checking in, how's your heart? And I've learned that being the one who shows up can both be a privilege and a weight. Because being dependable often means being depleted. But I do it because I know what it's like to need someone and feel like a burden for saying so. I don't take the word family lightly anymore. I don't tie it to genetics. I tie it to consistency, to safety, to the people who make room for your full self, not just the parts they find easy to love.
It is 2:43. I ate one half of my brownie for my second half. But I've watched 13 out of 27 videos of the Traveler Rights. And I'm about to turn it off because I'm tired of watching vlogs right now. But yeah, Oh, and I never told you guys what I was turned on. I turned on Toy Story. So talk to you guys later.